So Bree, let's start with just a few words of introduction. Who is Bree? Where do you live? What do you do so that our participants can get to know you?
Absolutely. Bree is currently living in Florida, loving the sunshine, forgetting how important it is to be in the light and expose yourself to the light and recharge in the light. So I'm loving the warmth and the sun. And I am an acupuncturist. I'm a sound healer and clairvoyant.
Love
And
it.
I help people learn to tune themselves so they can optimize the life that they desire for themselves, whether it's health,
Mhm.
whatever it is.
I love it. You're wearing many hats.
It's one umbrella.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's the healing area, but there are several different modalities. I love it. Love
Yeah,
it.
vibrational medicine. It's all about frequency and vibration. Acupuncture, we tune the body. The sound, we use the healing sounds to get the body to resonate to those harmonious frequencies. And the clairvoyance, we all have this intuitive ability to see what is the invisible that creates the visible.
Love it. Love this, the invisible side of success and
Yes.
fulfillment, right? So, Bree, tell us a little bit about where were you at with your results when you met us, when you came to thinking into results, and what made you decide to invest in yourself?
I have never shied from investing in myself, ever.
Mhm.
Like, that's always been something I have been willing to do because it excites me and it interests me, and I want to grow and I want to learn. So, the timing of you and I coming together, I had just was finishing up a 6 month strategy course on how to promote myself on the online world with amazing strategies, but I kept coming up against this wall and I couldn't get past this wall of earning a certain amount of money every month. Now, it was the money that I was earning during my most successful years as an acupuncturist, which wasn't bad, but my intention was to create more abundance.
Mhm.
I kept coming up against. So I knew after 3 times
Mhm.
that I had to go in here.
Mhm.
And so I, enrolled in your master class and I knew I
The
had
rest
to
is a
more.
story. I love it. Are you open to share what was the ceiling that you were hitting before joining us?
Yes, around 5, 6 thousand a month.
Okay, cool. And that's in dollars for Europeans and for those in UK. So Bree, actually, let's just jump into the breakthroughs because there's so many of them.
So
What
many.
would you say are have been, because you're still in the mentorship process, what would you say have been your biggest shifts, results, changes outside and inside ever since you invested in yourself?
Well, so many, so many. I don't even know. The first thing is, being in the healing arts, there's a consciousness around how much you can charge to help somebody create improve their life on so many levels. And so there was that, I wouldn't call it necessarily poverty consciousness, but it was like almost like you weren't allowed to charge more for
Mhm.
what you're doing for somebody. And especially, people who were coming to see me weren't getting results anywhere else. So there was this block
Yeah.
in the field. So that was huge for me. Um, Everything got so much easier. It's like I know I could do it, and I just needed someone to say, just fine tune this for yourself. A doctor doesn't treat themselves, a healer doesn't treat themselves. We need other people.
Mhm.
And Ava, you're the person. I knew you were the person to just say, just think about it this way, just
Mhm.
fine tune it this way. And every time I did that, it's like the rivers opened
Mhm.
and everything started flowing in. It's no different than acupuncture, where you're restoring the flow of chi through someone's body. For me, I was restoring the flow of chi of prosperity into my world. And it's just been life changing. And now that I know how to do it, I can do it faster. I can do it with so much more ease. And it's just, I'm excited to see what I can do next. And
I love it.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the actual physical results of doing that. So what what's changed around your finances and around your business ever since you started?
So 6 weeks after, starting with you, um, I was inspired to just somehow tabulate the money that I had coming in because in my mind I didn't feel like anything was changing.
Mhm.
It's this weird phenomenon, right? Where we don't realize the changes unless we have to point them out or someone has to point them out to you. So I started accounting and I realized that I had already doubled in 6 weeks what I took in all of last year for 2020. And I told you yesterday I have now tripled.
Oh, I love this. Love
What I took in all of last year. And the thing is, it's like there's no effort. I think I was so used to having to, when you work with people, and 1 hour and I get this and there's, I can only work so much. But now it's just like I'm not working anymore. I feel like I'm actually working less. And it's just coming to me from all different sources, not just working with clients. It's amazing.
Love that. So let me just get the idea. My old accountant is talking, and I'm sure there is others similar to me. Like, okay, so how long did it take you to see triple of your previous year in your income? How long into working with us?
I just accounted again like last week, and I just realized that from all of last year, I've now tripled what I brought in last year, which is half because it was 2020 and everything was kind of
Yeah.
over. But it's half of what I've made in my most successful, and I basically, just turned on the faucets to the stream of prosperity and like what, how long I've been end of August, September with you.
So within that period or within 1 year, you tripled?
Within this year, I've tripled already. So everything, yeah,
Yeah, I love it. So basically, in 2021, you tripled what you made in 2020. Yes, yes, correct.
yes,
Okay, we got it. I love that. Love that. And you're only in the program. I think it's only a few months, isn't it?
few months.
I love that so much. Um, let's talk a little bit about. I remember you talking how your intuition has expanded around allowing wealth, that the way I don't feel like doing webinars. Can you talk a little bit about that? How that works? I mean, or what it looks
Yes.
like. Not necessarily how it works, but what it looks like.
Yes. Okay. So, we have all these wonderful strategies, and it's great to try them on. It's like trying on different clothes. And, for me, it's like, well, how can I be my most authentic self in whatever it is I'm doing? And you have to make it your own, whatever it is. But it just felt like it was becoming more exhausting than vitalizing.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, I know I'm a powerful creator. I can think anything into being. It's already done, it's already there. Where is it? How do I want to create in a way that is vitalizing to me? And I don't want to do webinars every month. I just want to create a way that I can magnetize and attract clients and income that's aligned with me, vitalizes me, and I can live the life that I want to live. And, I haven't been doing I haven't been doing webinars since September, yet I'm still magnetizing and attracting clients and receiving income from other sources.
How cool is
So,
this?
yeah,
I love it.
it, I just want to be open to it opens me up to other possibilities of how I can create in a more powerful, effortless way. So I'm always seeking to find the most effortless way to create the most, whatever it is.
I
How
love
can I
that.
do that? For me, that's the excitement.
Mhm.
That's the excitement. How easy can it be? How easy can I make it? How simple is it? And it's very simple. The truth is always simple. We make it complicated. So I have to find the simplicity within myself, and then I get all the ideas on how to do it. Now,
Yep.
it's not like I don't have to do anything, right? We have
Yeah.
to do things, but it doesn't require effort.
Mhm. I love it. I love it. And this is kind of like all these stories of clients receiving clients at the on a massage table. It's it just becomes easier when your mind can be programmed for the results you want. You literally receive intuitive ideas. And when you believe something, when let's say, and I remember your video, I think it was last session or maybe 2 months ago, you said that, one day I decided I do not feel like doing webinar this week. However, I do feel like receiving clients. And I believed in receiving clients and I received idea how to do it. So it's just another statement of your mind is controlling 95% of ideas. When you plant an idea in your mind and you know how to do it, you receive ideas, and it can be done in multiple ways. So I know there's this tendency in business world to, I need a different strategy, I need another strategy. And then when your strategy doesn't work, you're getting really worked up about it and stressed out in your business. But I feel that knowing how to program your mind for the number of clients you want to receive per week, or the qualities of people you would love to attract to yourself, or amount of money you want to receive from multiple sources, it just gives you more peace of mind and flow. There is no like a lot less of that rigidity that I have to do a webinar in order to receive a client. No, you don't. In fact, I mean, the strategies that you learned before, they were fabulous, and they're still fabulous. I mean, I know Sarah myself, your strategic coach, and I love what she does. However, what's really beautiful is when your mind is programmed for the amount of money you want, there is new strategies that come to you out of nowhere, and just like you said, they feel right for you. This is me, this is how I want to operate, and I'm feeling so comfortable about it and so good about it.
And you know, that's so true. And you know what that reminds me of is that because of that, because I decided to listen to, I need to go in. I want to just do the studies. I want to do the practice. I want to tune myself. I started getting ideas in my dreams, and I'm actually teaching that material and preparing for a new webinar next month. And so it took what I've been offering my clients to the next level, and I can feel the power and how that's leading me to my C goal.
Mhm.
Um, it's incredible. So I'm just riding this wave of my own, you know, desires, really. I'm doing it. I'm doing all of it, and it's just so much fun. It becomes fun.
Yeah, you're playing. It's a game you're
It's a
playing. I love
game.
it. I love it.
You
And it's
create the
a fun
rules.
game. Yeah. So, couple of questions. I always ask, what was it like for you to make a decision? Was there any paradigms flying through your mind in the moment of making a decision? And if there was, what were they, and how did you go to the right side and invest in yourself?
Okay, so I was the first person to enroll that that
Oh, you
week.
were, you were. I love that.
I
Yeah.
was the first person. So, but I had the familiar feeling of like, oh, it's that much money. And
Mhm.
it's pounds to dollars, it was actually more. And then,
Yeah.
so I was just like, oof, okay. So I do what I always do when I'm faced with a choice is I open up to the possibilities of the different realities. And I imagine myself going down the path of nothing changing,
Mhm.
and I just felt myself as I felt myself in that moment. And then here's the path of me, learning, thinking into results with you. And all of a sudden, everything just blossomed and expanded. And I knew that I needed to do that.
Mm.
I had to. And that was it for me. The choices are simple. It was just like a clear yes.
Yeah.
Now, was I going to listen to the yes? Because
Yeah.
I had that sinking feeling of, oh, okay, that's a big investment.
Mm. Mm.
But I had everything I needed to do it. And as soon as I said yes, that very weekend, 1/3 of the money came back to me from various random sources.
I love it. I love it. This is so interesting. I'm just going to mention this as well here because about 2 or 3 days ago, I invested the biggest amount I've ever invested in myself, $150,000. And I know that a lot of it has come back already in 2 days. And because I always say, if you're a coach and you want your clients to pay in full, you pay in full. So when I paid in full, like, payments started coming in full. It's just so beautiful to watch how our what we do and how we make decisions is expressed in reality, and money just keeps coming back. When it's the right decision, money keeps coming back to us right away. I love it. So Bree, a good question, I suppose, would be, you're already a mentor to many people and you have your healing modalities, you're helping people align and create and manifest. Why would someone like you hire a mentor?
Well, I'm clairvoyant, right? I have my own blind spots. And I was talking to a friend today, and I was saying, every time I look back on those places where I made the greatest jumps in my own inner evolution and in my own life was when I had a teacher.
Mm,
Because, yeah, you and I, Eva, we teach the same thing in different ways,
yeah.
but you're embodying it in a way that I am not yet, and I'm on my way to. So
Mhm.
even though I have, understood the concepts and I get it on a certain level, I haven't embodied it. I haven't become it at the level that I want to become it. It's like turning the light on and off. I would do it then and then I'd go back. I'd do it then, but now I want to live it. I want the light to always be on. And you are shining all the time. And it's like the sounds, I have healing sounds. The body resonates to those healing frequencies. You hold the vibration of what I aspire to be myself. So you hold a beautiful container for me to grow for myself. We need one another. We
Mhm.
need one another.
Love it. I love it. And look, this has nothing to do in terms of who here has better tools. It's like I may go to Bree for energy support, and Bree will come to me for the abundance frequency because she sees my results and she sees how I'm embodying the work around prosperity, the work around earning what I want to earn in the business. And I totally agree with what you said. A good mentor has a mentor. That's the quickest path to success. And when we are just on our own, we don't see what's happening. We see it for our clients, but sometimes we don't see it for ourselves. So another question that comes to my mind, which I'm sure there's a lot of our participants who are wondering, you've invested a lot in strategies, and I mean, the person who's teaching you strategies, she's making at least 1 million a year, if not more. So they are fabulous strategies. And I would love to ask you just to share what's the difference between having strategic mentor and hiring us for with thinking into results.
Hiring a strategic mentor is like buying the car,
Mhm.
but hiring you is like learning how to drive it.
Oh, I love that. I love that. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So strategies, they help you. I mean, you need to know what to do. Yes.
Absolutely.
And having good strategies is a fabulous investment. However, to be like, we only I suppose we are under the lid of where our mind is programmed in terms of prosperity, in terms of income per month. And just like you said, you had these fabulous strategies, they're superb quality, but you were still hitting that wall of 5,000 per month, and you were watching others hitting 10, 20, and you were probably wondering, okay, hold on, I've got all of that going for me, why am I not there? Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And what's coming to mind as you're saying that is, you think of strategies and they're just a framework or a structure. They have no life to them,
Yeah.
right? You bring the life to the strategy, and if something about you is a little off or not aligned properly, the strategy isn't going to be implemented as designed. You're the operator, so that you have to operate yourself properly in order to operate the tools
Yeah.
properly. So the strategies are fantastic. Sarah's amazing. I love her.
Yeah, me too.
It wasn't anything to do with her. It was my own blocks that I had around abundance and
Yeah.
prosperity. And you know how to, get
I
us
know how to
into
uncork it.
absolutely,
And let the cork float. Love it.
absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I mean, if you, let's say, if you've invested in strategic mentor, or maybe you have an upline coaching you, or maybe you did some courses around strategy, it's perfect, and you probably invested in something very, very good. But if you're knowing a lot, and yet no matter how much you're working, you're hitting a ceiling in terms of your income, it's very likely that your subconscious mind is programmed with paradigms, with thinking and behavioral habits at that level. So when we stretch that, you naturally, not only you will use the strategy that you've invested and you will see bigger results in the bank and in sales, but also you'll come up with different strategies, like what Bree was saying. I mean, I'm just coming up with things as I go along. I feel like doing webinar, I do it. I don't feel like, I'm receiving clients differently. And this is so beautiful to watch that you literally can come up with your own strategies.
That that's not doing a webinar and not working was a huge thing for me to break through. That was a big shift in a paradigm as well,
I can imagine. I can
right?
imagine.
Because we're so primed to work all the time, but we don't have to, right? And what I love about what we do together and what you teach, and it's like we make our own rules.
I love it. So I suppose my final question, which is my favorite question for you, decision making.
Yeah.
Um, I believe that there's two places that we can make a decision from. We can make a decision from our present results and circumstances, and we can make a decision from our inner guidance. And our inner guidance is always leading us towards our desire or our vision or our goal. Whereas if we base our judgment of should I do it, should I not do it on the, let's say, how much money we have or how much time we have or circumstances, we don't tend to change. Would you agree? We kind of, December 2022 is a Groundhog Day rather than celebration of 6 or 7 figures. So I would love, if you're open to it, I would love for you to talk a little bit about decision making from the right place. And maybe we could do a little guidance for our participants who are open to it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so the body tells us everything we need to know. It never lies to us, right? So if you know you want to do that, that's all you need to know.
Yeah.
But there's that moment after you say yes, and then all of a sudden, right, it just comes up to the surface out of the depths of your being, and it tells you, like you said, all the reasons why not to. And
Yeah.
then you don't listen. So you're bypassing your guidance. So I always like to bring it back to the body.
Mhm.
Um, who wants to play? I think she, she wanted to play earlier. Okay. So let's just take a moment to connect with our guidance. So I just invite you to close your eyes. And just allow the outer sight to turn inwards. Bring your attention, that's always outwardly directed, bring your attention inwards. There you go. And then just notice, as soon as you did that, how your body responded, how your breath changed. And continue to allow your attention to focus on the field of your heart. And breathe in and out of that space. And it's your heart that has all the answers. It's your heart that knows the way. It's the heart that is telling you yes. So from here, just feel into the heart. Breathe in and out. And imagine 2 roads in front of you. How do they appear? How do they feel? Now turn your attention to one road, and this is the road where nothing changes. Imagine yourself, feel yourself walking down that road through time, 3 months ahead, 6 months ahead, a year from now. Notice how your body feels if nothing changes. Your body is accessing that reality, that universe where that already is true. If you continued on as if nothing changed. And feel how your body feels. And then bring yourself back to the present moment. And turn your attention to the other road. This is the road with Ava as a mentor. This is the road of thinking into the results. This is that road. Now imagine yourself with your mind's eye walking down that path 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. And how does that feel? For me, I'm feeling bubbly and giddy right now. Because I'm still on that path, and I feel even more excitement when I imagine myself on the road that I'm already on. So there's more incredible things that await for me. What do you feel? Do you feel excitement? Do you feel expanded? Do you feel glowing? What is that for you? And then come back. It's a simple contrast. One feels expanded and one feels constricted. One feels neutral, one feels exciting. So your body already knows because it has the ability to tap into all states of being. So you're already accessing that vibration where you're already on the path of thinking into results. And your body's saying yes. Now it's up to you to listen.
I love it. And I want to say to you that when we did this exercise, I was seeing myself choosing the path of my mentor versus staying where I am. And I'm not in a bad spot, guys. I'm already earning six figures nearly every single month. And yet I keep investing in my future because I want to grow and I want to help more people and I want to do it with more ease and joy and fun. So here's what we want to invite you to do. Bree said it so beautifully. You do not go outside for making decisions, you go inward. You have all the answers inside. And if you're someone who has been feeling what's right for you, but not following through, asking others for permission, asking others what you should do, and not trusting yourself, all of that will change with us. We will help you connect with your inner compass. You have all the answers inside, whether you know it or not. Right now, you received an answer. And what I would love for you to do is just click that link if your answer was yes and register right now. Do not come off this call and go back to your old self because this path leads you to what you've already felt, right? And same old, same old. If your guidance was yes, just click on the link and register. For those of you that maybe are not yet so much in tune with your intuition, analytical, I used to be that way. For me, the question was really, do I feel this can that Eva's help can help me hit my goal? What's the first answer, yes or no? And I listened to that. Or maybe I ask myself a question, if I already had my 20 or 50,000 per month, would I have invested in Eva to help me get there? What's the first answer, yes or no? And the first answer is the inner guidance, the intuition. And the second answer is your paradigm, controlling logical thinking in order to keep you where you are. So whether you can feel into this exercise like Bree was guiding us and you have a yes, or whether you're someone who can ask yourself those couple of questions and the first answer is yes, the next thing that you do is the most important thing in life. Are you going to follow? Because you already know what to do and you know what's behind that door. You follow, you receive your goal. You don't follow, December 2022 can be like December 2021 or 2020. So you choose what you follow. And we hope that you will click this link and do it for yourself. Make your own decision and you'll see, we will help you connect with yourself even more every single day. And you will be like Bree, oh my God, it's so much lighter. Prosperity, like charging what I'm worth, charging what my services are worth, earning what I earned in past year in 6 weeks. This is what happens. This is the reality. But it always takes that first step and really look what we're doing. We're actually guiding you to follow your own guidance. And If you need any support, we're here, whether it's me or my success advisors, we're here to help you. And we really hope that this has helped you make the right decision. So, Bree, thank you so much. My goodness.
Thank you so much.
I love how, in conjunction, us together, we can help our participants in different ways. It's kind of like we guide them to the same thing, but it's in different ways. And one way may resonate with one person, and one way with, and another way with the other. But ultimately, what we are doing, guys, for you is really connect you with what you already know, and really follow that, because that every single one of us was born with intuition, and it's just a matter of, have you ever developed it, or have you been kind of taught to think logically, analytically, grounded? That's how I was taught. So even though I knew what to do, I didn't hear it, or I didn't listen to it. I would always kind of overanalyze it and ask other people for their opinion, and frequently not trust myself, follow their guidance. So I've learned with this work, and Bree, thankfully, has this in her already, and has been guiding you to do the right thing. So we hope we make a decision, and you make the right decision for you. And Bree, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so
I'm
much for
so
helping.
grateful to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day, Bree.
You too.